Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we are taking a look at the soft launch for Romancing Saga Re-Universe. Now the game is currently available in Singapore, Canada, and Italy, with the global launch happening sometime next week. Now if you are interested in jumping and playing the game right now, I just want to let you guys know that all of the pre-registration rewards that the developers are promising us actually won't be in your inbox or won't be in the game until the game officially launches globally next week. And so if you're interested in doing things like re-rolling and stuff like that, you may want to wait until the game officially globally launches. Now if you guys enjoyed today's video and want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps out so much. I'd really appreciate it. Now let's go ahead and talk about Romancing Saga Re-Universe. This is a game that I've actually been quite enjoying. Like, the soft launch happened yesterday, and I've been playing it yesterday and as of today. And as sort of a casual game, I've been really enjoying this game so far. I think the main aspect of this game that I really like actually has to deal with the character progression, which we will get into in just a second. However, there are two things in the game that I don't want to say are negative things, but I don't want to say they're positive things. It's mainly going to be how you guys interpret it. The first thing I want to talk about is the overall art style of the game. And I'm not talking about the pixel art style that you see right now. I'm digging this kind of old school pixel, sort of like old school Final Fantasy style pixel art. I like it. I think it looks really great. I'm talking about the art designs for the characters, like full 2D art. Some of them look amazing. Some of them don't look super good. Now the reason why I'm saying this isn't necessarily a negative or a positive mainly comes down to how you guys like it. Like, do you like the art? Do you not like the art? Me personally, I think some of them look great, and I think some of them look a little bit weird. Kind of have like an old school Renaissance painting feel to them. I don't know, it's a interesting twist. Like, some of the characters don't look very good, but then they have different versions of them that look amazing. And so that's kind of the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing actually comes down to the monetization of the game. The game does have paid gems and free gems. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of when games differentiate the gems like that, especially when games come out with sort of like their celebratory summons, and you can only do it with paid gems. And this game does have that, but I feel like a lot of gacha games lately have that sort of, hey, we're celebrating our launch, but if you want to get this kind of special summon with a guaranteed rate character, you're gonna have to use paid gems. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I feel like a lot of games are starting to do that lately, and it's become kind of a major trend. I don't know if it's something that like really gives them the money that they want for the game. Like, a lot of people are doing this. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of that. However, I don't mind it as much if the game is willing to give me enough premium currency, free premium currency, to do other summons. So they do have this platinum summon that we can do, which do give you what are known as platinum summon medals, which you can then exchange for, I believe, other heroes or something like that, which I'll show you guys in just a second. And you've also got the platinum ticket summon. Now, I was actually kind of impressed at this at first, until I realized that the amount of tickets I was getting wasn't actually a lot. Like, I got 50 tickets, I was like, awesome, I'm gonna be doing like a crazy amount of summons. 50 tickets only gives you 10 summons. Now, the summoning rates for this game is actually pretty decent. The summoning rate for an SS rank character is 5%. That's actually pretty good. Now, for individual characters themselves, it's 0.33333 for a rate up character. It's pretty, that's pretty low. So if you're looking for a very specific character, well, it's probably going to be kind of hard to get them. Now, I will kind of talk about character progression and how duplicates can help upgrading your characters by limit breaking them, but there are other ways to go through and limit break characters. So again, with the summoning and the premium currency and everything like that, I'm kind of on the fence with it, because the game does give out a decent amount of premium currency that can do about 20 summons, and I've already done like 10 or 15 already, but I'm not a big fan of paid currencies. So let's go ahead and actually talk about the gameplay now, and I'll show you guys kind of how combat works. Now, this is kind of an aspect of this game that I'm a really big fan of, it's a pretty grindy game, but the grind in this game actually has a purpose behind it. Now, I'm not saying other games don't have purpose behind their grind, it's just the grinding in this game sort of feels a little more rewarding, because you can kind of go through and upgrade characters in very specific ways, or obtain specific items, or obtain specific heroes as well as you kind of go through the story. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and just get past the story. It's pretty good. It's not like amazing or anything like that, but I mean, if you're a big fan of stories and gacha games, you'll probably enjoy it. Now, let's go ahead and actually just jump straight into the combat itself. Now, once I go ahead and beat this stage, this is kind of lead me into some of the cool rewards and stuff. Is you'll notice that the boss details, first completion reward, I'm going to get a new formation for my team, and then drop rewards. There are a couple of stages that will actually give you SS rank characters if you're lucky enough for them to drop, which basically means if you're willing to go through and grind that level over and over again, you'll be able to get rewarded with an SS rank character completely for free. All you have to do is just spend some time and stamina. It's not too bad. Like I'm a pretty big fan of that. Now there is another aspect to the game's kind of upgrade system, and this is like the thing that I really like, is if you have a specific hero, there are multiple different versions of that hero. And so if I have Sif here, this is a specific style is what they call it, a style version of this character. So Sif here actually has multiple different styles that I can use. Now each of those styles has their own upgrade behind them. However, the experience that you gain for that specific character is locked onto that character and all other styles. So let's say for Sif, if I go through and I grind and I get 1,000 experience points, which I can then use to go and upgrade her, I can use that 1,000 experience points on any version of style that I want to. Now the cool thing behind it is certain styles have certain upgrade paths or certain bonuses to certain stats, which I will get into in just a second. So if you get a brand new style for a character, you can go through, you can spend the experience points to upgrade that style. But if you want to go through and upgrade specific stats for that character, you may want to equip a specific style. Now it sounds a little bit confusing at first, but basically what I mean is as you go through and you start doing combat and stuff like that, you'll notice that your characters will like unlock new abilities or get new upgrades for certain stats and stuff. It's a really interesting system where if you want to upgrade a specific character, you actually have to use it. So for example, right there, rank up, that means his ability Gash just ranked up because I was actually using the character. So rather than like using skill books or skill points to go and upgrade that Gash, all I need to do is put him on my team, grind him, and then he'll be able to level up that specific skill. Now, some of the other cool things is some characters can learn new abilities when they're fighting against certain foes or like as they're kind of progressing through the story or doing combat. And you'll notice too, after I finish the stage, some of my characters may get bonuses to certain stats, like upgrades to certain stats and stuff like that. I'm kind of a big fan of the upgrade system in which you have to use the characters and there's a chance that their stats can be upgraded the more and more you use them. It's a cool system. I'm a big fan of it so far. The combat itself overall isn't super complicated. There's a couple different formations you can do that can help out if you have like really strong defensive characters. You can put them in front with a certain formation. I have like an all-around formation right now. All my characters kind of working together to take down the boss. Each of the characters have battle points that they obtain as they play or they go through combat. You can use those battle points to activate certain abilities. It's a pretty simple combat system. If you've ever played like Final Fantasy or anything like that, you're definitely going to recognize the combat. It's not going to stick out in any way. It mainly just comes down to the fact that like characters upgrade through combat, which is really cool. So hopefully we'll be able to beat this Spriggan dude. He's actually a pretty tough boss, and I'm going to have to probably go through and upgrade my characters after this. I have a healing character, by the way, that just used her healing light. She is so good. I have characters that get knocked out all the time, and she resurrects them. She's so good, you guys. And she's not even like a really high rarity character. I think she's just a base S rank character. So I'm hoping that when it comes to like the rarities of characters in this game, you don't have to get high rarity characters, because so far what I've seen is the characters I've used have actually been pretty good. So hopefully she'll actually resurrect my character. I don't know. It's all, I have it on auto right now. Now, actually, I'm going to go ahead and turn off auto because they're not doing it. But there is an ultimate ability that they can activate when they're all kind of glowing like that. As far as I'm aware, they're supposed to do it with a full power auto, but it wasn't happening. But basically what you can do is they do like a crazy powerful combo ability where you can choose which skill you want to activate and it's more powerful when they attack. Now you'll see my characters right there, they had stats that increase, like agility, HP, and stuff like that. I want to show you guys kind of how that works because, again, I'm a big fan of that. I think it's really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and head out of here, and I'm going to show you guys the actual character progression this game has going for it. We'll head on back and go to, I believe it's in my dojo, and go to Enhance Styles. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at Sophia here. Now, Sophia here, she's the healing character I have. So she is an SS rank, but she's so good, you guys. She's so good. If we go ahead and take a look at the style details, there's a lot of stuff kind of going on right now. Now, she has different abilities, and what's cool is you can actually use an ability from a different style on another style. So, like, if you get multiple styles, if you want to kind of go through and mix and match skills and stuff, you can, and I'm a big fan of that. Again, like, I really like the progression system in this game. Now, if we go ahead and actually click over here on the left, I don't know if you guys can see where I'm kind of tapping. There's the style level, and then there's the combat power. If I click on the style level, it'll show me what bonuses are unlocked as I go through and level up this character. So the next one at level 14 is her mastery rank gets increased. At level 18, she gets increased strength at level 22, all attributes +2, just little bonuses like that. But if you click on the combat power, it brings up this little kind of stat bar. Now you'll notice that with her strength, dexterity, and agility, she's got these little blue arrows next to them. That means that that stat has a stronger chance of upgrading than any of her other stats. Now this is kind of where that cool customization comes into play, because a specific character has a base stat. So if I go ahead and turn this off, this specific character, Sophia, no matter what style I use, the base stats are 7, 8, 6, 5, 8, 7, 8, 8, okay? But this specific style will increase her strength, dexterity, and agility. Let's say I go ahead and I grind this style for a bit, upgrading those specific stats, but then I'm like, you know what? She's got pretty low intelligence or endurance. Maybe I want to go through and upgrade those. I just have to find a different style that has better chances of upgrading those stats, equip that style onto her, and then grind with that style, and I'll get increased bonuses to those stats. I don't know why, but I'm kind of a big fan of that. I really enjoy that kind of cool twist on like the customization for these characters. Now, I told you guys how there's style experience. You can see right there, the experience points don't automatically go to the character. You actually have to spend them. So we'll go ahead and spend these ones and push her up to level 13. These are the bonuses to the stats that she has, and her combat power increases. And so I talked about how before that some of the characters, like Sif here, does not look like, I'm not a big fan of this art style, but you'll notice like some other characters actually look really good. Like Sophia, I love that art style. But I talked a lot about art styles. I've talked a lot about character customization. There's daily missions you can go through, a lot of like your basic gacha stuff that you can do, upgrading your characters, getting gold, everything like that. So let's go ahead and actually do some summons, because I have been saving my premium currency to do some summons today. So let's go ahead and do it, and hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves an SS character. And I talked about how if you get duplicates, you do get shards, which you need to go through and upgrade their level. And at first I was like, oh, I'm not a big fan of that, but they do have other things that you can grind for that you can use to upgrade your characters. So you don't need duplicates if you're willing to go through and grind for those other materials, which you can use for any character. So, hey guys, can I help? I think we just got ourselves an SS rank character. Robin, the fake Robin. We got Diana, Mikhail, which I already have him. Leonid. That's cool. Saphira. We've got Robin. This is the real Robin. We've got Claudia, Agatha, and Julian, Annie, S rank Annie. And so there you go. So those are the characters that we got. Duplicates are then taken. We'll go ahead and review the game later. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. We got 1,000 tokens, which you can use to exchange in their exchange shop. Go ahead and drop this down. But I think in order to do like an exchange for a guaranteed SS ticket, which you can do with those coins, you have to do like 150 summons. So it does take a long time. It's sort of a pity system, but 150 summons is kind of way up there. 100 summons I understand, but 150 in order to get a guaranteed SS ticket, it's a little bit steep. Thomas, I'm kind of hoping we get a new style for a character. Oh dang, he's cool. Carl. He looks so freaking cool, and his name is Carl. Muse, Claudia, Nora. I think I already have Nora. The Bear. And we got S. Barbara. I think that's it. I don't think we got ourselves an SS rank character. We got a couple of duplicates. But there you guys go. Romancing Saga Re-Universe. Honestly, I've been enjoying it. Is it going to become my main game? No. Is it going to become like a fun little side casual game? Yeah, I think it's like designed perfectly for that. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments on this game. Are you guys enjoying it? Are there things you don't like, things that you do like? Again, yeah, let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to stay up to date in the latest in mobile gaming. Hey friends, my name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.